Hello, gentlemen, and welcome to the Men Save Your Marriage show. My name is Terry. I'm your host. I did an autopsy on my failed marriage, and now I use the lessons that I learned to coach other men on how to save their marriage before it fails. I'm going to share with you the things I wish someone would have shared with me before my marriage failed. Are you ready? Let's get started. Hello, gentlemen, and welcome back. This is episode 34. This is the third episode in this series. This is the Men Save Your Marriage podcast, and in this episode today, we're going to continue in the Rebuilding Intimacy and Emotional Connection series. And today, physical intimacy without emotional closeness, why she feels used. Yeah, If there was ever an episode in a struggling marriage where it felt like the host might be slapping you around a bit, this might be the one, guys. So we're going to get into this. Again, this is episode 34. This is the Men Save Your Marriage show. We are in the series Rebuilding Intimacy and Emotional Connection. And today, physical intimacy without emotional closeness, why she feels used. All right, we're just going to hit this one head on. This is huge, and we have got to deal with this one. This one's going to be a brief one, but it's going to be a brutal one. All right, I'm just going to be straight up honest with you. I still, after I wrote this out and I prepared this, I still struggle with it from my own marriage that's been dead for almost a decade. Okay, I mean it's done, and I still think about this one. So we're just going to jump in. That's all we can do. At the end, we'll lick our wounds and we'll get over it, and we'll stand up, grow up, and own up. Okay, so here we go. If you're still trying to get sex without building connection, she doesn't feel desired. She feels used. This is why the bedroom is cold. Not because she's not in the mood, but because she doesn't feel emotionally seen or wanted outside of the bedroom. She doesn't even feel like you hear her. Okay? So let's break down why emotional closeness is a prerequisite to physical intimacy for her. Okay? It may not be for you, but it is for her. And how men often sabotage this without knowing, and what it really takes to reconnect body and soul. Now I want to pause here and I want you to explain something to you. I think I've mentioned before, I am a believer. I'm a follower of Christ, and so I believe that we were designed by God and we were designed for purpose, men and women alike. And when it comes to intimacy, God created what is the perfect standoff. See, I know you. I know that you want to have sex with her so that you feel close. But what you have to understand is she needs to feel close before she wants to have sex with you. She is the exact inverse of you. God designed it this way. This is the way it's supposed to be. And what needs to happen here, one of the two of you is the leader. Who is it? Oh, it's you, the man. You're the leader. And as the leader, when you want to have sex with her, this is where you lead by saying, wait a minute, I need her to feel emotionally close to me. So I'm going to have to put what I want on hold and make sure that I get close to her. Does that make sense? I hope that makes sense, but that's just as simple and as plain as I can make it. It's up to you as the leader in the home to make her feel emotionally connected and secure so that she will want to have sex with you. Because then once you have sex with her, you will feel emotionally connected and secure with her. This is the perfect standoff, and God designed it this way. All right, as always, 3 points. Here we go. Point number 1. Sex without emotional closeness feels like transaction, not intimacy. I'm going to say that one again. Sex without emotional closeness to her feels like transaction, not intimacy. She can tell when you're pursuing her out of genuine desire. She knows it. She can feel it. And when you're just trying to get a fix, well, she can feel that too. And if you only touch her when you want something, if the only time that you show her kindness is to get sex, then there's zero connection. But you expect heat in the bedroom. You're not going to get heat in the bedroom if you haven't connected with her. Again, you're the leader. You have to connect with her so that she will want to connect with you. When you do these things, she doesn't feel loved. She feels used. You want her to crave physical connection? Start connecting with her first. Start connecting with her emotionally. And start connecting with her first and emotionally outside of the bedroom. That's what matters. Okay, so you got to understand, point 2, you can't shortcut emotional closeness. Now, you may be thinking, wait a minute, I bought flowers. I said I love you. Why isn't she responding, right? Okay, if you ignore your wife for 12 months and on February 14th, Valentine's Day, you bring in a dozen roses, you're not going to get lucky at the end of the night. You haven't done nothing to earn it. She doesn't feel close to you, right? So you might think you've bought flowers, said I love you. Why isn't she responding? Because you can't manipulate her into bed. That's the bottom line. She's asking things like, do you really see me? Do you care about me when we're not having sex? Are you safe emotionally, or are you just physically present? See, these are the kind of things she's asking herself. See, real intimacy comes when she feels emotionally safe, not when she feels obligated. And so when she feels emotionally safe, when you've had those conversations with her, when she's come to you with something hard and you responded in a calm manner. If you don't know what I'm talking about, go back and listen to the previous episode. When you've given her a safe space to connect with, when you've shown her through touch, maybe you touch her back, maybe you kiss her forehead, all the little ways that you can touch your wife without wanting something in return. When you do those things, then she starts to feel connected to you. Then she starts to feel emotionally drawn to you, and then she's open to the idea of having sex with you, and it doesn't feel like an obligation. See, this is when she's emotionally safe, and you got to understand this. And I really hope you get this today, because this is critical. This is absolutely critical. We're wanting to, again, I'm going to go back to my home run theory. You're wanting to come in with some flowers, and you did something nice for her, and because you did something nice for her on this one time, she should go right to the bed and lay down. That's not how this works. Okay? Quit shooting for the home run to get lucky. Stack the singles every day to build connection. We say that again. Quit swinging for the fences. Quit swinging for the home run to get lucky. Instead, stack the singles every single day, consistency to build the connection. That is the trick to this whole thing, gentlemen. And the sooner you get that, the sooner your marriage will begin to recover. Because when you start stacking those everyday singles, consistent day in and day out, she cannot help but the ice between you two melts, the connection between you two grows, the distance between you two lessens, and she is drawn to you. But if you just want to come in every other Friday evening and swing for the fences, hit a home run with some flowers, trying to make her feel good, sweep her off her feet so you can get lucky after dinner, that's not going to work very long, and your marriage is dying. As I told you in the last episode, it's already bleeding out. You just don't see it yet. This is what you've got to understand. So let's go back and review these. Number 1, sex without emotional closeness feels like transaction, not intimacy. Okay, number 2, you can't shortcut emotional closeness. This is where you spend the time with her. Okay, you're not going to manipulate her into bed. And finally, point number 3, build a connection that leads to desire. See, you want passion back, earn her trust back. Here's how. Talk to her without an agenda. Ask her how she's doing, and really be curious and really listen. Maybe you touch her with no expectations. Again, all the ways that you could touch her, and you know what they are for you and your wife. A gentle hand on her back, a kiss on her head, 0 strings attached. It's just a connection. So she needs those endorphins. She needs that oxytocin. She needs all of that too. She just needs it without connection first, or without stipulations first, so that she can connect. She doesn't need that. And I promise you, if your marriage is struggling, then what she thinks is, oh, he kissed me on the head, or he touched me on the back, or he gave me a hug, that means later tonight he's going to want to he's going to want intimacy. No. You need to do those things with no expectations, 0 expectations. That's how you can begin to build that closeness and that connection with her. You've got to build this connection back, and that will lead to desire. Make her feel chosen. You chose her, right? I mean, you're the one that chose her. So make her feel that. Compliment her. See her. Appreciate her. Those are all the things that you did when you were dating her. When you got the wonder in your eyes just because she walked into the room, when you couldn't stop looking at her, or the curve of her backside, or the shape of her face, or the folds in her hair, whatever it was. Do all those things that you used to do. It will help you grow to her, and it will help build that connection to the two of you. And give without keeping score. I can't stress this one enough. I had two brothers. I was raised with, there was three of us boys, and then I've raised two sons of my own. And boy, us men, we could keep score over anything. I mean, I live in the Midwest, and I could drive from the Midwest to Florida to see my parents. And when I got there, the first thing I wanted to do is get out and tell them how many hours it took me and how much time I saved off the last time I did it to drive 1,000 miles to see them. Okay, we can keep score with anything, and if we're outside, you know how it is when we were boys. If you're outside and you're gonna pull it out and go take a leak. All right, I'm gonna pull mine out and take a leak, see if I can pee farther than you. That's just who we are, guys. We keep score with everything. Everything. You can't keep score with her. If you give one, expect one. If you give two and expect two, if you give four and expect four, you are setting yourself up for failure. You cannot keep score. Emotional connection is the runway. Physical intimacy is the takeoff. You've got to understand that. And if you don't work on the runway, if you don't connect with her emotionally, then the part that you want will never happen. There will never be a launch. There will never be a takeoff. You've got to build the emotional connection with her first. It's time for you to step up and lead. It's time for you to decide, I'm going to put in the work that's necessary have the connection so that while I may want her, I want her to want me. How do I want her? How do I make her want me? I connect with her emotionally. I make myself so damn appealing in her eyes that she has no choice. She's going to throw herself at me. That's how much I'm going to work to connect with her, with no strings attached. All right, we're going to wrap up, but before we do, your marriage is slipping. That's why you're listening to this show, and I'm glad that you're here, but I want you to fix it, okay? Nothing would make me happier than for your marriage to be so strong that you quit listening to me. That would be wonderful. But your marriage is slipping right now, and you know it. It's not what it used to be. Hell, maybe it's barely alive. The silence is louder than the yelling ever was, and she's checked out emotionally. Maybe you have too. I've lived this, and I know how hard and how bad and how absolutely horrible it can get. Don't make the same mistakes I did. If you're tired of watching your marriage bleed out while you sit on your hands, then it's time to step up. I built the 7-day marriage reset challenge for men who are finally ready to lead. Now, if you're not ready to lead, don't bother. It's a waste of your time and it's a waste of my energy. So don't bother. But if you're ready to lead in your marriage, if you've decided, no, I'm going to connect with her and I'm going to grow this and I'm going to put in the work and I'm going to take whatever effort it takes, I'm going to do that to where she absolutely can't stand to be away from me. She wants to be with me, okay? If you're ready to rebuild that way, then go to mensaveyourmarriage.com/reset. Join the 7-day marriage reset challenge today. Don't wait. Don't put it off till tomorrow. Don't write a note in your phone. It's going to take you 1 minute. You got 60 seconds. Open your phone, type it in, mensaveyourmarriage.com/reset. Sign up and you're done. I've made it automated from there. You're going to get a challenge from me every single day for the next 7 days to help you grow and grow in your marriage. So don't wait. Do it now. All right, gentlemen. When she says she feels disconnected, she's not rejecting you. She's begging for you. She wants a man who sees her heart, not just her body. But that man and the bedroom will take care of itself. Or, be that man, and the bedroom will take care of itself. Because that's really what she wants, somebody that sees her heart, not just her body. Because right now you may be in a place where if you're just looking for her body, you want to use her, and she's going to feel used. So, she wants the man that sees her heart. Be that man. You do that and the bedroom's going to take care of itself. If this episode called you out, good. I hope it did. I hope you're looking at yourself in the mirror thinking, my God, I've got some growing to do. Now I want you to share it. Subscribe, review, give us a rating on iTunes or on Apple or Spotify, and send this to another guy who needs to hear it. Maybe you got a buddy that's going through some similar struggles. Share this with him. Let him find it and let it help him. Okay? Final thought. You cannot have a connected bedroom with a disconnected heart. It simply will never happen. Back to something I said earlier. God designed it that way. You've got to connect with her heart if you ever want to have that connection in the bedroom. I thank you, gentlemen. I look forward to seeing you next time. In the meantime, have a great day.